What's up, everyone? I'm Larissa Shanti. This is Shanti Moves, and today we're on day 4 of the 12 Days of Breathing Through the Holidays series. Today is Ujjayi breath, also known as ocean breath. It can also be thought of the freeing breath or the release from constriction breath. And it is probably the most common pranayama that you see in the yoga studios. You've probably heard Ujjayi breathing thrown around or ocean breath thrown around. And that's because it is relatively easy to implement. You can do it through any part of your practice. And it's easy to do in movement, holding still. And it's also thought to be kind of a tranquilizing breath. So it calms you down, draws focus, but it also cultivates heat in the body. So it's great for warming it up and staying focused. So let's go ahead and hop into it. I always like to sit on a block whenever I'm doing my pranayamas. If you've been following along, you probably already know that. And then also slipping the yoga band below the belly line, and it just creates a little bit more space in the abdominal area to really let the breath get going. So once you're in your seated position, let's just close our eyes for a moment here and just tune into our natural breath. No need to change it in any way, just observing its natural inhale and exhale, ebbing and flowing. Now, instead of breathing, well, actually keep breathing in and out through the nose, but instead of thinking about it coming through the nostrils, think about it coming through a tiny little hole in your throat. So kind of like you have a tracheotomy. Inhaling. And then exhaling back out through that tiny little hole. Maybe you can feel that kind of resistance cultivating in the back lower part of your throat. And just try that a few more times. Maybe you can see how it starts to cultivate that ocean sound. I'm going to take my microphone and place it at the base of my throat and see if you can just hear that. See if you can make your inhale match your exhale so they're equal in length. And then just let the Ujjayi breath go for a moment. Come back to your natural breathing, keeping the eyes closed. Maybe you can feel that there's a little bit of warmth that's already been cultivated, or not, just observing. And gently flutter those eyes back open. So another way I like to cue this breath that might be useful for some of you, it's a little bit more comical, is think about like you're gonna hock a loogie, yeah? So it's kind of that, not so gruff and like gurgly, but it's that same kind of constricting in the back of the throat. And then on the exhale, think about fogging up a mirror with your breath. So you're kind of going, but it's coming out through the nose. And you don't want to make it so like straining on the back of your throat. So it should be nice and soft, so you're not like dying in the throat, yeah? Because you can kind of strain those vocal cords more than they need to be strained. So just being aware of that as well. And that is Ujjayi breath. And I hope you enjoyed. You can use this anytime throughout the practice, like I said. So thank you so much.